Hey everyone, today is Thursday, May 5th, and today is Hanko De Mayo. Today is Hank Green's, I believe, 31st birthday, so happy birthday to Hank. Put a link down below to his happy birthday video, Vlogbrothers, for those of you not familiar with the Nerd Fighter community. Anyways, in honor of Hanko De Mayo, I'm going to talk a little bit about science fiction. Yesterday was Star Wars Day. Star Wars doesn't necessarily entirely fit science fiction. It's more science fantasy and not so much science as more like historical fiction because it happened a long time ago. But there it is. Anyways, pretty much I believe the convention is that anything takes place in space has to be science fiction. But anyways, so yesterday was Star Wars Day. I was wearing a Star Wars shirt. I was watching Babylon 5, and I was playing a bit of MechWarrior 4 Mercenaries, courtesy of mechtech.net. Takes a while to download, but there you go. And it kind of struck me that, courtesy of my dad pretty much, I've been inundated with science fiction stuff all my life. I grew up watching Star Wars movies, Star Trek. In the 90s, I was reading Star Wars books like they were going out of style. I watched Babylon 5 as it aired from day one. For most of my life, there has been a Star Trek show on TV. New Star Trek show on TV. So pretty much it went from 1987 to 2005. There was always a new Star Trek show on. I am getting into Doctor Who. I really like Matt Smith as the new Doctor. David Tennant is fun. I don't have a problem with any of the others. Just, Matt Smith is new episodes. What are you going to do? And, I read a lot of Star Wars. I play almost all their games. I say almost all because Force Commander was a travesty and so was Rebellion. And Star Trek games, Wing Commander, and I own the Wing Commander books. I even have some favorite, genuine science fiction. We're talking Ray Bradbury and Isaac Asimov. In fact, my favorite Asimov story, short story, is The Singing Bells. I just think that's just such a fantastic, simple science fiction premise. It's beautiful in its simplicity, and it's short and wholly enjoyable. Ray Bradbury, out of all of his stuff, I've only ever read The Illustrated Man, and that was because of school. But when I went back and I reread it on my own, I was like, this stuff, on the one side, scares the crap out of me, but on the other hand, is fascinating. Just absolutely wonderful. It gets you thinking, and you really... Ray Bradbury is the stuff that Doctor Who writers have going on. I mean, that's how it feels anyways. Pretty much a fair portion. I believe the Weeping Angels, were a product of Doctor Who and meeting Ray Bradbury. Because, seriously, creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. But anyways, I mean, it's had a massive impact on my life. And it kind of boggles the mind how there are so many people out there who don't know a thing about any of it. My cousin, I talk to her very frequently these days. She's 12, going to be 13 soon. She hasn't really been introduced to Star Wars or Star Trek or Babylon 5. She didn't even know Babylon 5 existed. I don't even think she knew about Wing Commander. And until I told her. And that's mostly because her dad isn't really into the science fiction thing. I mean, busy guy. But I'm taking it upon myself to help further it along, I suppose, with regards to her education. I know I've talked about this before. But I don't know, science fiction has been such an important part of my life. Like I said, it kind of boggles my mind how there are people walking through their daily lives not knowing that we have cellular technology that's been inspired by Star Trek. We want laser swords because of Star Wars. We Um, you know, we have automatic sliding doors. Star Trek. Elevators got a facelift from Star Trek. I mean, mostly they've come from Star Trek, actually, now that I think about it. Although I can't wait until we have an X-Wing. Oh, speaking of that, I'm thinking about getting back into playing Alliance on a more regular basis. I want to try to get the 200 kills in 20 minutes. I want to try. Now, what I'm going to do is start small. You know, try for 10 kills in 1 minute. Try and get that knocked out. And work my way up over time. Plus, I don't want to stress my elbow, because using a joystick today, I don't know if the stick is too tight or not responsive enough or something. I don't know. Maybe I got to look into that. But I'm thinking what I might be doing in the future is tacking on a scoreboard for that day at the end of every video. So we'll see. We'll see. You know how my gaming terms daily kind of thing fell through a bit. I've got a list of them, so I think I'll talk more about them on Monday. Gaming terms. Anyways, until next time, I've got more Babylon 5 to watch.